What up, YouTube? You already know the Latin assassin himself, Big Luke, tapping back in. But what it do with Big Luke, baby, baby? So, as you can tell from that thumbnail, you probably got an idea of what this video is going to be about, right? So, before anything, uh, you see the circle there in the picture, and tell me what you see wrong there. What's not normal about that, right? So it's been brought to light that these pictures are, I guess, AI, and they're AI generated, and this is not a legit picture with him around a bunch of black folks. Uh, it's funny. I don't understand why you would have to do that. I mean, if since everybody is on board with you and you got everybody's vote and everybody knows you're the one, you're the only answer, you're the Messiah, the second coming of Christ, right? Uh, you you should have plenty of opportunities to take plenty of pictures with black folks. Should be no reason you have to put a fake picture up with you around with a big old smile like you're enjoying their company, which we know that's a bullshit ass lie, right? And what this guy's shown us all along is that it's all about the optics, which most time the optics are lies, right? Take it back to 2015 when he comes down the escalator in Trump Towers. All those people were ushered in from outside. You know what I'm saying? Those weren't legit people that were voting for, cheering for him. You know what I mean? Now, probably a lot of them did vote for him in 2016 and probably some in 2020. But the fact is, at that particular moment, they didn't know what was really going down when he came down that escalator and made his famous speech about Mexicans, right? Which, how convenient, huh? They're bringing crime, they're bringing drugs, they're rapists. Huh? How ironic that is, huh? Coming from the mouth of the adjudicated rapist himself. Okay, so I'm gonna make a couple comments here, which I know a lot of people ain't gonna agree with me, right? But you know what? I'm not gonna stay quiet no more on this shit. Uh, it's very important, in my opinion, um, to get the true message out there with facts, not bold-faced lies, and and to let everybody know, family, friends, and people that give you the time and day to listen to you, what the facts are. Come with the facts. We can come with the facts, right? But that's not what this video is going to be about. This video is just going to be about basically the way you have to lie about uh, a certain group of people, right? American people, right? And I heard Dana White say this one time. He says, "I'm Irish," right? He goes, "I'm Irish by nationality, but I'm an American by birth," right? He goes, "All these people, they say Black Americans, white Americans, Italian Americans, Mexican Americans, Puerto Rican Americans, whatever, Arabic Americans. They're Americans first, right?" And that's what I think we lose that. It's always too much categorizing. Everybody got to be in a category. Everybody's got to be counted up in a category. The consensus got to be done, but this way, that way, so on and so forth. Okay, but anyways, back to the point. What I'm saying. So you have to lie about the kickoff of your campaign, right? Fast forward up to date, he goes and pays a bunch of people in Detroit or in Michigan. I believe it was Detroit, but if not, it was Michigan. I'm pretty sure. Auto workers saying they're United Auto Workers from the union, right? And fills this place up to give a speech. Come to find out, they're not even union workers. But he's lying and saying that they're union workers. He ended up buying everybody pizzas or something like that, right? So that's another one. Then he goes and speaks at this so-called conservative black something. I forgot the exact initials for it. You got Byron, whatever his name is up there. He's a congressman. I'm pretty sure Senator Tim Scott of South Carolina was up there. And there was a couple other black conservative people. And this guy gets up there, right, with his janky ass, right? And he's over there talking about, you know who I forgot how do you say it exactly. He said, you know who basically like who took me in, who represented me the most with the T-shirt with my mugshot on it, and it's like weird. Like he just can't say black people or black folks or African American. He just says it so weird. Like he's like afraid to say it or he don't know how to say it right. It just sounds weird. Like the black people. He said it's just weird. Like he's just weird. He's a weird dude. He's always been a weird dude. He looks weird. Everything about him's weird, right? He ain't no strong man. He's a sissy ass dude. That's what he is, right? Silver spoon fed little sissy all his life. A coward. That's what he is, right? When you know it, people know what he is. You just, some reason some people identify with because he's from New York or he's from Queens or he's this or that, right? To the point now that the whole not the whole Republican Party, but these ones that are, you know what? I'm not even going to speak on that right now. That's not for this video. So again, he says that he's been indicted for you, right? For the American people, right? And now that it's him and black folks got it in common, right? Because he's been indicted. He's had his mug shot. So now they got a commonality, right? Well, that sounds so ridiculous. Every black person has had their mug shot taken. Come on, man, that sounds so ridiculous. To compare what black folks have went through, dating way, way, way back in this country, right? Starting being stolen from Africa, right? And yeah, some of their people was in on it. Africans were stealing Africans to sell them to the Europeans and so on and so forth to bring them on over and taking them to different places, right? To the Caribbean, to the Latin America, and here, right? And it hit. But to compare his plight, who he's born rich, right? Got a nice, healthy loan from his daddy, and then inherited all his daddy's money along with his siblings, right? Robert, who's passed away, and Mary Trump, who was already passed away. Mary Trump Berry, right? She's passed away, and I believe his brother's name was Robert. He passed away, and his oldest brother, I think his name was Fred too, like his dad. He's passed away. So they inherited a ton of money from Grandpa Trump, right? From his dad Trump, Fred Trump. Um, and come on, man, this guy's got a history of being a racist dude, right? Starting, it came from his grandfather, his dad passed down to him. You know what I mean? Dating back to, what is it, 1973, 1974? They wouldn't rent to black folks in New York, right? Discrimination lawsuits that he settled out and paid. But see, in his mind, that's a win. You know what I'm saying? Uh, so I don't. I mean, he should feel ashamed of himself for even uh, uttering them words out of his mouth, and them other jive ass jokers that are up on the stage with him, clapping with him, when they should be really feel ashamed of themselves. Like Tim Scott, the way he talks, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing the way he talks about him. I mean, just straight kissing it. I mean, his freaking foot, his motherfucking tongue so far up his booty, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Straight kiss ass motherfuckers. It's something else, man. But I don't, it's like I said, it's disgusting and embarrassing and despicable that fool would have the nerve to compare his life and what he's going through and been through to black folks' plight over these 200-300 years. You know what I mean? And with that being said, man, I'm gonna go ahead and shut this on down for now. I'll come back. I'm gonna hit you all with the hat trick and come back with another video and maybe even two more. But that's enough on this one here. And it'd be highly appreciated for everybody to drop your comments. Either way, if you agree with me or you don't agree with me, if you're gonna say, "Oh, you're just a liberal," because anytime you don't agree with them, you're a liberal, which I'm not a liberal. I'm not. I'm not. There's quite a few things I don't agree with from the Democratic side either. You know what I'm saying? But people come from different parts of the states, different parts of the United States, to sit in Congress, to sit in the Senate with other people from other parts of the states to work out and iron out differences. You know what I'm saying? And to figure out things that are going to do better for the American people. It's just one-sided over there. You know what I'm saying? So, uh, really think about it, people. Democracy's on the line. Really, 2020 they said this was the presidential election of a lifetime, but no, it ended up turning out 2024 really is because of what's happened in between 2020 and 2024, especially at the states level. Uh, I'm not going to talk about that on this video. I'll save that for another video. But like I said, I'm not going to stay quiet no more. Uh, it's my duty as an American to put the facts out there and tell people really what's going on. You know what I mean? Uh, and something serious, very serious to think about. And we already got a little taste of what that dude's about, and now he's wanting to come back to finish what he started. With vengeance this time though. So with that being said, I appreciate everybody for stopping in, swinging on by, dropping a comment, sharing their perspective. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification, and hit all. Select all, and you'll be notified every time a video, a live stream, or a pre-recorded videos or a shorts is dropped from this channel. Big Lou tapping out.